Hi YouTube, here's another tagging video from me, second one in a week. I was Halloween tagged by markvegeer, and his channel is over there. I've got it in the information box there. I've got a link to it, so definitely go and check him out. He's a really nice guy, and he, as I said, has tagged me, so this is my response. It's a Halloween tag, which is quite fitting for somebody like myself who was actually born on Halloween. A little spooky fact there. So yeah, born on Halloween. Whether that's under a bad sign, I don't know. Anyway, it's 5 questions, sort of horror, Halloween related, more horror related. And first one is, what snack do you like to eat while watching a horror movie? Much like watching any other movie, I quite like eating Pringles, you know, the crisps in the tube. I do like Pringles, and I can make my way through a tube throughout the duration of a movie. Like the advert says, once you pop, you just can't stop. But any sort of crisps will do. It's about the only time I eat crisps is when I'm watching films. Second question was favourite horror movie icon. Had a bit of a think about this one, and decided to go for Dracula. You know, when it comes to movie icons, there's nobody more iconic than that, the character than that. So yeah, probably Dracula. Third question was favourite horror movie soundtrack. So I'm plumbing for Suspiria by the great Dario Argento, and the soundtrack was performed by Goblin, who essentially were like Dario Argento's house band, really, for a lot of his films. I mean, a lot of the Italian giallo and horror movies have great soundtracks. I mean, they're really good soundtracks, even if the films themselves may not be top notch. The soundtracks are usually fantastic. There's always something good in them. So yeah, I would definitely go for Suspiria there. Favourite horror movie? Now, I had a bit of a think about this one, and I've gone for a recent one, and sort of tied with a kind of older one, you know, a considerably older one. I've gone for the more modern one, the most recent one. I've gone for Let the Right One In. I really loved this film. I just thought it was fantastic, really, really good. I haven't read the book. I believe the book is actually even better, but basically I just couldn't see anything wrong with this one at all. It was just great, a great spin on the whole vampire thing. Just really, really good. Just intelligently, just really a really well made film, intelligently done. Yeah, I really liked it. I really, really liked it, and I, you know, definitely suggest, if you haven't seen it, and then definitely do go and buy it, or rent it, you know, whatever. But you know, don't let this one pass you by, because it is really good. I know there's going to be a remake done by Hollywood for the American market, but I'm always wary of when they remake these films, or they remake European or Japanese films. I just don't really understand the reasoning behind it. You know, very often the original film is the superior one. Occasionally a remake can bring something else to a film, but for the most part I think you should just leave well alone. You know, okay folks, you've got subtitles to read, you know, while you're watching the film, but you know, if a film's good enough, that shouldn't put you off. But anyway, my second, well, tied kind of film really for favourite horror movie is probably Dawn of the Dead. My favourite George Romero film. I like all first 3. I think the first 3 in the trilogy. Well, the first 3 of his zombie movies I really, really like. Wasn't so fond of Land of the Dead, and haven't seen Diary of the Dead because I was basically told you don't need to bother. So I haven't bothered. I maybe will, because it's quite cheap. I may pick it up and, you know, have a watch of it. But I didn't really think much of Land of the Dead. But I do really like Dawn of the Dead, and yeah, I would definitely say Dawn of the Dead. And a favourite horror game. Now I had to think about this because I like Dawn of the Dead. I'm thinking, I actually like Left 4 Dead. I think I've had a lot of fun with Left 4 Dead. I haven't played it in ages, but when it came out, it's the first time I've really gone online with the Xbox 360, and played co-op. And Left 4 Dead is just so much fun. It's just great. It's really, really great. You got 4 of you with your communicators on, shouting and bawling, and as another wave of zombies attacks you, and all trying to keep together, and basically just making it to that helicopter or that boat. Just fantastic. I love it, and I can't wait for Left 4 Dead 2. So yeah, I would say Left 4 Dead, definitely. Right, that's enough of my Halloween inspired ramblings. I will say thanks to Mark for tagging me again, and this one was a slightly different type of tag video, so it was quite nice having 5 questions rather than 5 random facts. Just having 5 questions on the theme is pretty cool, I'm not going to tag anybody because, frankly, so many people have been tagged. It's really hard to find other people who haven't been tagged, or you just risk annoying people by multi-tagging them. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But anyway, Mark, I've done my response, and to everyone else, thanks for watching.